Stephen, a happy outcome for the Catachs this afternoon, a 2-1 victory in the Highland League Cup. Give us your take for this afternoon's match.
It was a tough game. It normally is when you come to Mossop Park, especially on the back of the fact that they've just won the North Scotland Cup, and they would have been disappointed with their result against Clark last week, and probably wanting to put a few of those wrongs right. And I thought they were competitive. I thought they worked hard for each other. They got off to a great start. Terrible start from our perspective. First sight of goal, first break forward really in the score. So that gives them a huge lift. But we talked about this before the game about losing goals and how it happens in football. It happens a lot in football, and you've got to just react in the right manner. And I thought we looked a little bit vulnerable for maybe 5 or 10 minutes after that goal, but after that we settled into the game, we grew into the game and started to take control of the game effectively. Got our goal, really well worked goal, and a great composed finish from Shane, and then we probably could have got, well, we did score a second, but it was ruled offside. I couldn't tell from my angle, looked close, and then Ross Draper's been bundled over in the box, and I felt it was a penalty, but again it didn't go our way. But at half time we were pretty comfortable with where we were in the game. Felt like the momentum was with us, and it was just a case of trying to replicate that in the second half. But followers, like I said, they were competitive. They didn't give us much time on the ball, but I thought we looked dangerous in the second half, and if it had been another day we probably could have scored 4 goals additional to what we scored in the first half. I think Tony's hit the post, he probably should score. He does brilliant to get in the position. I think he just runs out of steam and the angle's a bit tight. Bunce has a great effort, bicycle kick, hits the post, and Maxi cuts inside, and it's a great save from Miele. So yeah, it could have been a little bit more comfortable, but in a way I'm quite glad that it stayed tight, because I wanted to just see how we stand up to the challenge of them being direct and lots of balls into the box, and I thought we handled them really well. And like I said, it could have been more comfortable, but ultimately we're through, so I'm pleased.
You mentioned that defensive rigidness. How pleased were you, considering the scenario that happened on Saturday? It wasn't repeat tonight. The boys stood up firm, made some kind of more defensive changes towards the end of the match, and kind of limited to not many chances.
Yeah, I think we've got to do that. It can't always be free flowing, lovely on the eye football, although that's what we want to do. And we just felt the way the game was, and you just felt that because hit the post twice and the great save, you just think, okay, maybe we're not going to go and add to our tally, so let's just shut up shop. And we moved Finchy into the kind of 6 role with Craig, to give Craig a little bit more support in there. Brought Twiggy on for more height and aggression in the air, and just defend any cross balls that came in, which we did, and react to second balls. So yeah, it's a side of the game that we have to do better as a side, and I'm glad that we did that in the second half.